Matt Aguilar here from ComicBook.com, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. How are you?
I am good. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you are crazy busy these days, and we're here to talk about a lot because there's been a lot going on in the world of WWE, and Crown Jewel just wrapped, and we're heading into War Games, all kinds of stuff. But got to also talk about Supercard. WWE Supercard is one of those things where I have a lot of games. I'm one of those, like, I'll download and give anything a chance, and I'm very much like I roll through a bunch of stuff. But there's like one or two things that always stay on my phone. And Supercard is one of those things. Like, a bunch of other stuff goes away, but Supercard, just like, I keep coming back to it. I'm very excited for season 9 of the upcoming big season, a big bunch of major features and changes. What can you tease about, people coming into this? What can you tease about what's coming down the pike for the game?
Well, it's coming out Wednesday, the 16th. It's also a trailer coming out the following day that has me and The Miz. Which I'm very excited to see because I haven't seen it yet, but I know how much fun that we had making it and all the cool things that we got to do to make it. So I'm excited for everyone else to see it. But I'm also excited about the new features. There's three tiers, more than 200 cards. It's a new game mode with tables, ladders, and chairs. It's also introducing commentary from Michael Cole this year for the game. So it's a lot of new features, EST to describe it as like the new est, because it has a lot of new cool features for everybody to be excited about.
Oh, that's amazing. I did not know the Michael Cole thing. I knew we were getting announcers, like, be able to see them and stuff. I didn't know we were actually getting commentary. That's awesome. That's great. As the person who covers SmackDown every week for us, that makes me very happy. I feel like all we need is like random snippets of Bailey just like insulting him to really make it authentic. I feel like that's
as soon as I was telling you about that, I was like, I'm pretty sure like everybody's excited about that, but Bailey.
Yeah, I think that was the last pick she had. Well, one of the things too, I actually really enjoy is that the game keeps up with what's going on in WWE really well, and there's always so much that's changing, so that's an impressive feat unto itself. And one of the things we have is the introduction of the undisputed champions and the championships being able to be actually shown in the game. You've been a longtime SmackDown Women's Champion and now a longtime Raw Women's Champion. So, if that feature's there now, I don't know, is that something you would want to go after at some point? Would you want to be an undisputed? Do you want to kind of stay focused on one or the other? What's your standing on that?
Like with combining both of them, I like focusing on one, it's just, you can have more goals and it's more options on the table. And also it gives multiple women on the roster opportunities, right. and more women can shine and there's more spotlight for everyone. But, it's right now Raw Women's Champion, and I want to focus on that and continue to, have that title reign be long. And then, I feel like my SmackDown men's title reign was cut short. And so I would always love to eventually go back to that and have a longer title reign. But, I like it where, you have both on the table.
For sure. And then also I really love the feature that we're getting champ boosts. Which is cool that, because like right now you can add equipment and it's like, kind of generic boots and generic things. There's nothing generic about the EST's gear, like, ever. So I feel like, for this, if we're going to get a Bianca style champ boost, it's got to be like a golf cart. It's got to be like a braid boost, right? Like we got to up the ante here, right? I mean, I feel like that's only due.
I mean, when it comes to Bianca Belair, you gotta always up the ante because I'm anything but basic. The braid to the gear to the rhinestone boots, like you said, driving golf carts now in Saudi Arabia. So you always gotta up the ante.
And it's a perfect segue because like Crown Jewel, last woman standing match with Bailey, excellent. And also, was that your first time in Saudi Arabia? During a WWE match?
My third,
really? I could not remember if it was first. Okay. So, now that you've had a couple times to like be a part of that experience, and this to me was like the largest by far, because I mean, it's that sequence alone of driving down a ramp with Bailey just hanging on for dear life on the roof. It seems like that just seems very memorable in itself. But what did you take away most from Crown Jewel and that particular sequence?
Well, I took away most from Crown Jewel was, I mean, it was nonstop since the first day we got to Saudi Arabia. And one of the things I love doing the most is, not just getting in the ring, but also being a part of the community and getting to explore the culture and meet the people that are there. So the day before, I think it was the day before, we did a Be a Star rally where we got to meet a lot of the kids, and they were so excited. And, they really just put a smile on our faces. And so we got to really be involved in the community. And then we had like a Saudi, a dinner there where we got to experience the culture and the food. And, that was one of my favorite parts. But being a part of Crown Jewel and being a part of a last woman standing match in Crown Jewel with Bailey, that was, of course, the biggest part of it all. And I actually had a moment after the match where I broke down. And because I was just like, I never imagined my life doing this in Saudi Arabia and being a part of change there and being in a last woman standing match with Bailey. And it really was just overwhelming, and being able to, walk out and shake everyone's hands and high five hands in Saudi Arabia. But also the golf cart, I've never had anyone to try to run me over with the golf cart. I've never drop kicked anybody out of the golf cart, and I've never drove with anybody on top of a golf cart. But crazy things happen in the last woman standing match, and I'm so proud of that match we had, because I feel like it's set apart from a lot of previous last woman or men standing matches, where it stands out for like the creativity, but also to just being a woman and being able to be a part of last woman standing match in Saudi Arabia, but also being a woman and driving in Saudi Arabia. It was a special moment.
No, that's amazing. I didn't even think about that aspect as well. And then you also had your first match in Mexico.
I did.
Just like checking stuff off the list.
I did. I was so excited about that because you always hear how wrestling is so big in Mexico. And I felt like I became like an international wrestler once I wrestled in Mexico. It was like, and then like to be there and hear the crowd chant EST and chant Bianca and Belair. And it was just, I don't know. I felt like I just had this amazing feeling, and I was just so excited. I was like, I wrestled in Mexico, guys. Like, I was so excited about it.
No, that's amazing. Yeah. It's a special, wrestling and, like the way it's looked upon there, and just like it's held to, like, it's an awesome thing. And so, yeah, that's amazing. And also, of course, kind of jumping back to stateside, we've got Survivor Series War Games. Yeah. I'm a big, longtime NXT fan. So, seeing that jump to Raw and SmackDown is awesome in itself. You've had experience in the War Games matches. And ironically enough, in 2019, you were actually on the same team as someone you're now facing. Because, at the time, Io Shirai, but Io Sky was like on the same team. How do you, now that we're kind of coming full circle, like, how do you look at that? Is it cool to have that back? How do you look at the match differently now, or do you?
It's I'm excited for it. I mean, the War Games, being a part of the very first women's War Games match in NXT, it was amazing, and it's actually one of my favorite matches that I've been a part of. And to be able to now bring it to Raw and SmackDown and be a part of the very first War Games match with Raw and SmackDown is even more exciting. And it's exciting because it's going to be multiple women, and we're going to get to showcase ourselves and show that we can go in there and have a War Games match. These type of matches are always fun, but hard and grueling. And it's cool because, like you said, like, it's a lot of the same women that are in it now, with like me and EO, especially. And it's different because, like you said, we're on different sides.
Lots
but
changed.
but it's okay, because you know what? We were on the same side the first time, but we lost. So I'm going to take my luck with the people that are going to be on my team this time and have more, I have more confidence in my team. And we're going to come out on top, whoever our next members are.
Right. I was going to say, we still have a mystery. We still got three spots to fill there. So that's exciting. A lot's changed, even just from obviously back then, but also just in the last 6 months, it's felt like so much has changed, and people are coming in, old faces are coming in, new people are coming in, things are switching up. How are you kind of liking this kind of new era? What has much changed for you as far as kind of how your day-to-day stuff goes in WWE?
It's exciting. I mean, it's exciting times. I was in NXT with Triple H, so it feels like, honestly, I'm back in NXT again, and you're seeing a lot of I'm seeing a lot of the old faces from NXT, and I just had a match with Nikki Cross. And it felt like, in NXT, she's one of my first feuds where we had like 4 matches back to back. And so it took me back to like the crazy Nikki and the matches that I had with her in NXT, and, Mia Yim coming back. And it just feels like NXT again. And it's exciting. And you get to see the faces that I came in with. And but as far as like, for me, everything's kind of been great and going the same. And just busy and being champion and trying to show up and show out in the ring and do media and just be the EST and be the best version of myself. I mean, that's never going to change regardless of anything.
Absolutely. Well, I've got 2 quick ones here, and I know I got to let you go. WWE recently revealed that your show with your husband, Montez Ford, got the green light. Are you excited for that? What can you tease about that coming up?
I will say that I used to have a little bit of downtime at home, but now I guess won't have any now. But the icing on the cake is that I get to do it with my husband, and it's exciting. I am nervous. Never thought that I would be doing like a reality type show. But my husband is full of life. And when I tell people that the person that y'all see in the ring is the person that I get at home. And so now I get to share that with the world. But I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. We're exposing ourselves and our family, and pulling the curtain back a little bit of showing a balance between who we are in the ring, but also outside the ring. But it's exciting. It's exciting times, and we'll see what happens. I see comments of people saying like, "Oh, we ready? We're gonna watch." But y'all better watch, because we don't need to rate it.
Put your money, put your attention where your mouth is. Yes. I know a while back you said you were down for playing Storm in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and since then it's like, wow, it's actually might be happening. Like X-Men might be kind of slowly inching their way into the movies, and we're like planting all those seeds. Is that, it feels like seem kind of open to jumping into like movies, TV, Hollywood. Is that something you're still down to do? Do you want to still play that character? Is that something you'd be excited for?
Oh, 100%. I would love to cross over in onto the movie scene and play Storm and just play such a strong, amazing character. And I think that hopefully Hollywood is ready for a strong, powerful, muscular woman to come on the scene. And if they are, then that's me, and I'm ready. I'm just waiting on the phone call.
Awesome. Well, and they'll make the suit. You don't even have to make it like on the way to the movie set like you had to do Crown Jewel. So it's great. Thank you so much for taking the time, and all the best success.
Thank you so much.